I don't always replay Skyrim mods here on the channel, but when I do, it's for a very good reason. Today, we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of a major quest mod, which is simultaneously a major achievement and also feels like a really crazy thing to say. This is a mod that first released for Skyrim Legendary Edition, and has since been ported to Special Edition, and now, to celebrate its 10th birthday, has received a massive overhaul in order to modernize it a bit. This is the Gray Cowl of Nocturnal 10th Anniversary Edition by Manny GT. This mod focuses on creating new dungeons, puzzles, and adventures, all revolving around the long-lost Gray Cowl, last seen in the possession of the Champion of Cyrodiil during the closing days of the Third Era. Having played the mod twice before, I loved that it tried to have a bit more of a classic dungeon experience, and reminded me of the older Tomb Raider games in a way. This is less of a mod for warriors and mages, and instead, it's more about trying to prove your worth as a thief, to show that you're truly worthy of inheriting the mantle of the Grey Fox. This 10th anniversary edition of the mod comes with a lot of changes, including new voice actors, a major overhaul of the Alikir Desert world space, which serves as a hub for the later stages of the mod, a new dungeon, a new player home, models, textures, and much, much more. A full list of these changes and new additions can be found on the mod page, and it really is extensive. To get started, you'll need to be level 10 or above, with levels 30 to 35 being considered the sweet spot for balancing. It's highly recommended that you level pickpocketing and other thief-related skills. And while you can play this as more of a warrior build, thieves and assassins are the ones who are going to get the best experience. To kick off the quest, install the mod, load up your game, and pickpocket or steal any item that catches your eye. It'll be pretty clear what to do next. And just a word of warning, this is completely incompatible with the older version of the mod, on account of how much has been changed and overhauled. So please, don't try updating the old version with this one. Your game will be very sad, and very broken. Imagine if everyone else could hear that and I'm just sitting here trying to steal and just Alvor hears this ring coming out and he's wondering like, what was that? Did anyone else hear that? Because I sure did. The call of Gray Cowl of Nocturnal started. I had a strange vision in my mind and I know where to go now. The only thing, and this is just me being picky as all hell as always, immediately my first thought is that there could be some cleanup just with some of the grammar and whatnot. Like, that's a very clunky written sentence. Same thing for it could be the call of the Gray Cowl. Once again, me being particular, what else is new? Alright, we are going down to the place. Not too far from the runoff caverns. For me, fastest way to get there is going to be just walking from the Cart Spire. The one thing that I will add is that the author is not a native English speaker because the author is Italian, so from my understanding, English is their second language, so there is that component as well. In that case, very much would have loved to see maybe an editor or a proofreader or something who could have helped just to clean that up a little bit, especially for a 10th anniversary re-release, remaster sort of thing. Just a nice little unassuming cabin, huh? See, if this was the Creation Club version, I would just walk in, get the cowl, and that would be the end of it. So I'm really glad that it's not, because I always found the Creation Club version of the Gray Cowl of Nocturnal to be very underwhelming.
Hey, who are you?
Speak. Quickly.
I'm not sure, but I had a vision and it told me to come here. Do you hear that very often? Do a lot of people tell you that?
A vision? What are you talking about?
Yes, it's happened after I've stolen something.
By the gods, what kind of vision did you have?
A map of Skyrim and a marker which points here.
The Dragonborn has come.
What?
You're here, Finally, you're here. My family has been waiting for generations, Dragonborn.
You were waiting for me?
Yes, that's right. I am Seviana Ambranox, and this is my husband, Luvian.
Sup?
We are the keepers of the Arrow of Extrication.
The Keepers?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I will tell you the whole story.
Alright, don't mind if I do. I'm just gonna make a couple quick changes, setting-wise, and then I'll be right with you. I'll just sit here, I take it? Oh, I just noticed you have the statue back there. Your husband's really not a people person, is he? Well, tell me everything.
Everybody knows that the Fourth Era began when Menurus Dagon was defeated and sent back to oblivion thanks to the sacrifice of Martin Septim and the Champion of Cyrodiil. My ancestor was the illegitimate and secret son of Corvus Ambranox. He was the Count of Anvil 200 years ago. Few know, perhaps nobody, that Corvus Ambranox was the notorious Gray Fox.
The Gray Fox?
Yes, the legendary leader of the Thieves' Guild. The story of the Gray Fox is not well known, but everybody wrongly thinks that he is immortal. Well, it's not like that. The Gray Fox was, during centuries, many different people. You might ask yourself now, why didn't anyone notice when he turned into a new person?
Indeed.
It's thanks to the mysterious Cowl of Nocturnal that makes the person wearing it look exactly the same as the one before. It also gave you the power to become a master in thievery. After Corvus, the champion became the new Gray Fox.
And what do I have to do with all of this?
The champion, just before dying, nominated Corvus to take care of the cowl, while waiting for the Dragonborn to arise. That's because, at the time, there was no member of the Thieves' Guild worthy of wearing the cowl. So, he decided that the Gray Fox would be someone more worthy. A Dragonborn. The last one was Martin Septim, who was the son of the Emperor Uriel Septim VII. After 200 years, a new Dragonborn appeared. And it's you. The mission of my family is now accomplished, as I give you the Arrow of Extrication.
So that's why I had a vision before coming here?
Yes, it's the call of the Gray Fox. He knows who you are, what you want, and why. He also knew you were going to arrive here. He's waiting for you, in a secret place where only a Dragonborn could enter.
He's just yawning back there. Well, where is it?
In the mausoleum of the Champion of Cyrodiil.
A mausoleum? But isn't he buried at Anvil?
All of Tamriel thinks he was buried in his old mansion in Anvil. But that's not how it is. There is nothing but an empty grave. It was my ancestor, Corvus, who informed the High Chancellor Okato about the champion's last wishes. Okato, eternally grateful, did not hesitate to fulfill the champion's wishes. So Okato built the mausoleum secretly, while Corvus oversaw the project. To find the mausoleum, you must think as a member of the guild, as a thief.
What do I have to do?
My mission is to give you the arrow and to show you where to start your quest. You will need this key as well. Take it. It will open the gate of the place where you're headed. The champion said that you will understand everything during your mission. And now, go. The Gray Cowl is waiting for you, hidden. One last thing. Nobody is to go with you. This is something that you have to do alone. Whoever should go with you on this journey will not know to step over the threshold of the place I showed you. Good luck, and may Nocturnal guide you.
Okay, potions are free. Yeah, I can just take whatever I want, which, I mean, they've been waiting for me, so it does feel a little fitting.
Yeah. Yes?
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say. Once again, he's not the people person here. He's not the brains of the operation. The music was a little loud compared to the voice, which I can raise a little bit. I'm gonna lower music a little bit more as well. There is a lot of new music. There is some new music added for the mod, which is nice because it then helps to set the tone and give us a little bit of a different tone, as it were. I think I might be going in the right direction, judging by the massive structure right here. I think we're nearly there. I think we found it. It's not very inconspicuous. I feel like other people might stumble upon this and wonder, wonder what's inside. There we go. The Eye of Cyrodiil. Not gonna lie, I was waiting for there to be a puzzle to open that rather than just a pull switch. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Here's the thing. Even though I played this before, the last time I played this was probably 10 years ago, so I'm going to be not going in blind, but I'm certainly not going to remember everything that there is to do. I'm sure some of it will come back to me, but maybe not everything, you know? Alright, hopefully that opened one of those. I'm wondering if there's a reason to be up here, or if this is just kind of for sightseeing. I feel like maybe just sightseeing. I also... Okay, alright, I'm falling a little bit. Not necessarily good. Oh, and can I just... There we go. Yeah, so that just kind of took me in a loop. That just took me in a circle, so don't pull that lever again. Also, even if I did manage to remember every single puzzle and every single answer to every puzzle and whatnot in this, it's also the thing of, with there being new content, enhanced content, reworked stuff, I wouldn't be able to remember what was original versus what's new now anyway. So let's pull this lever and that should open things up. Right? Okay, it looks like it did. Looks like that's everything. There we go. I also like the idea that they managed to get Chancellor Akato to agree to all of this. Which, I like Akato. I kind of miss him. I kind of hate what befell him. Because frankly, he deserved better than the assassination that he had. Oh. Wait, that wasn't there 2 seconds ago. And activate the Gray Fox bust. Well, thank you. I remember this. I do remember the portal and everything. See, so it's coming back to me now. Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna remember much, but already I just have a little bit of a feeling that I'll remember some things here. This is the old way of the thief. Now think as a thief as you should be, or you'll never see your home. So, lantern out, and crouch. I mean, we all know that in the end, everyone just becomes a stealth archer. So just channel your inner Skyrim player, and you should be fine. Also, I don't think I actually need to sneak here. This is just a pathway. This is just a walkway. But I'm just taking this very seriously right now. What can I say? I know I mentioned it in the intro, but just... I always liked this because it did remind me of older style puzzle dungeons, like from older games and whatnot. I don't know if I want to use The Altar of Shame? I'm just curious, you know? Ooh, do you really want to go back to Skyrim for the time being? Shame on you. No, I'm not going back. I was just curious. Don't shame me for being curious. Come on. I was thinking maybe we'd learn about the Champion of Cyrodiil's shame. You know, get to know a little bit more about, the man, the myth, the legend. They said be a thief, so I'm just, you know, taking stuff. Do you like my, my character name for this, by the way? Requires key. Ooh, okay. I thought I just needed the lockpicks for that. I'm gonna put my lantern back on just so that I can see a little bit easier in here. It's the thing of I don't need a lot of this, but they said be a thief and I'm sneaking, taking stuff that's not really mine, so, you know. I feel like I'm living up to what is expected of me. Unlocked with key to the Chamber of Fire. But briefly going back to what I was saying about this reminding me of more old school dungeon-focused, puzzle-focused games and experiences. There is a mod that I played somewhat recently that I played last year that gave me a similar sort of vibe. It was called Crime, maybe you saw me play it, and it was one of those mods where it had some really good ideas and some really good puzzles, but the execution was a little lacking at times, but it did really just kind of make me love the detail and love the work that went into making more of a puzzle dungeon experience. It's something that works really well for Skyrim, despite Skyrim not really having too much of that in its vanilla gameplay, you know? I see someone on the other side right there. Oh, and they're leaving. Well, they weren't kidding when they said Chamber of Fire. Point the way, light your way, line the way, see your way, make it clear. Because we just got, you know, the the spell Tome of Clairvoyance. Oh wait, no direct path seen? Isn't that supposed to... Oh, I thought that was supposed to do it. Okay, so I figured out what it was. I figured out why it wasn't working initially. This has to be the only objective that you have at all. If you have anything in miscellaneous turned on, even if you have the miscellaneous tab, like all of that turned off, it won't work. So that, just make sure of that. If it's not working for you, that might very well be why. So let's just quickly do that. Follow this very closely because it's a very narrow passageway as well. You don't want to... You want to follow the line as closely as you possibly can. Otherwise, you're going to be a little toasty. Yeah, this I remember. Like I said, now it's all coming back to me. A lot of it's coming back to me, and you would very much benefit from being on a character with maybe a little bit more magicka than me right now. At least I can make this slightly easier on myself. Yeah, reducing that by half made a pretty big difference right there. They also take you around the room in the most winding path possible. You really would not figure this out at all without clairvoyance. You really, really would not. The reason why I have a torch out was part of me trying to troubleshoot this. It was like, oh, light the way, and in my mind, torches light ways, you know? Oh god, this really is the most winding path possible. This is a me thing, but I do kind of wish that the fire wasn't as big, because we're essentially standing in the fire. Like, we would be real burnt right now. Oh, and... there we go. Whew. I've never liked being on solid ground so much before in my life. Okay, I can't read. I was trying to see if I could read anything from the bust, but no. Before we move on, let's case the place, because, well, I feel like I've kinda earned it. You know? I'll also see if I can interact with the Statue of Nocturnal at all, but it's very possible that I can't. I didn't think so, but just wanted to check, because it's more so, you know, we have the Gray Cowl on one side, or the Gray Fox on one side, Nocturnal on the other, staring each other down because they oppose each other. And we've made it to the hidden chambers of Sancre Tor. I'm just gonna take a quick look around before I get too deep into it. Here we go, immediately, a journal. Kyle's Journal, Volume 2. Sancre Tor, would you have guessed that we would be back? Sancre Tor, the legendary site created by Queen Alessia during the First Era. Sancre Tor, the place where Talos defeated the Nordic invaders. Sancre Tor, the King's Amulet Fortress. Here, one of the most important Champions quests took place. He retrieved Tiber Septim's armor, an essential instrument in the defeat of Mehrunes Dagon, and in the shutdown of the Gates to Oblivion. Martin Septim, the illegitimate son of the Emperor Uriel Septim VII, had asked for the blood of a godlike. Well, who's better than Tiber Septim, commonly known in all of Tamriel as Talos, the Ninth Divine. So the armor, hardened by thousands of battles, was the vessel to obtain the blood of Talos, the Divine. To get the armor, the champion had to free the spirits of the Blade's agents captured by Zurich Arctis, the instrumental traitor in Uriel Septim's downfall. Now, it's your turn, Dragonborn. Killing is not advised, that's not how a proper thief is supposed to act. You won't need it anyway. Look around, 4 of the champion's old friends are waiting for you. Which, that makes me feel like I missed a journal in the first place. Yeah, that makes me think I might have missed a journal previously. It's not going to give you a marker because that would be cheating. But now will be the time to sneak because killing is bad. Oh, I see another altar of shame down there. They really just want to shame me, don't they? They even had the little bell ringing when I activated it before, and I felt a little called out, I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice option, though, in case you maybe feel like you're not prepared, maybe you didn't bring, you know, all the gear that you needed. Maybe you need more potions, maybe you need to enchant your gear. I wouldn't shame you for doing that. I wouldn't shame you for going back. But what do I know? I think this is just a dead end here. I don't think there's anything down this way, but I wanted to check. Ooh, I am glad I stepped back. Ooh. That would have hurt. That would have hurt a lot. Did I just go in a circle? No, this is different. Okay. I was like, wait a second. This looked a little like that first chamber I was in, leading me back to my shame altar. Oop! That... I didn't even see that. Oh, God. Now, was there a tripwire that I was just not seeing? No, it's a very... It's a very, very tricky pressure plate right there. Mm-hmm. Really blends in. Really, really blended in there. That trap's a little bit more obvious. That one I can see. You're not going to trip me up with that one. Nice try, though. I'm not gonna pull that lever. That seems like a terrible idea. Maybe. Is that... That's gonna be the pressure plate right there. I'm just trying to jump up in here a little bit. Just to see if that would protect me, if that did slam it down. Okay, still need to open this. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll do it eventually. There we go. I had considered using the Skyblivion lockpicking system for this, but I just decided to go OG for lockpicking. I was kind of hoping one of the journals would be here. It'd be a little too soon because we literally just got one of the journals 5 minutes ago, but I don't know, like hidden passageway, master lock. That'd be a good time to give me a little bit more of a reward. Now, my stealth skill is high enough that I would be able to get the skill where you don't set off pressure plates at all. I just need to wait for another level up in order to get that. So next time I level up, that will 100% be my goal. In all the time that I played Skyrim, in all the mods that I played, I think I've only ever encountered one mod where having that skill hurt you for the mod. And I don't believe it was this one. I don't believe it was the Gray Cowl. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely misremembering this, but I want to say it was actually Vigilant where that was an issue. But maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe that was not the case. Every time I see one of these, I'm hoping that I can use it. I'm hoping that I can activate it and that he'll have some advice for me. I do appreciate that they're giving me more lockpicks throughout. It's the thing of, you know, I could still very easily burn through them if I were just terrible at lockpicking, but it's still nice that they're giving me more and more. Wait, is there something that I need here then? Oh, yep. Raised stone activated. So that's gonna have opened something. Oh, that'll have opened up the locked gate all the way back in the first section. Yep, there we go. Now that's open. Get the 4 keys. The quest of Sancre Tor begins again. 4 are the doors, 4 the blades, 4 are the keys. 1 thief steals the key, 1 thief opens the door with the keys. Well, I am the thief. Oh, and that's... okay, that was that kind of dead-end corridor, that loop corridor that I saw earlier. Joffrey's rooms. Cyrus's rooms. Baragon's rooms. And Captain Stefan's. Well, Joffrey was the leader, so let's start with him. I don't actually know if Quick Light does affect my sneaking skill, but I'm just going to turn it off for right here. See, I would not want my room to be this big, because I would just have to walk down that long hallway every single time I wanted to go to bed, and that's a lot. How is my not lockpicking, how is my pickpocket skill? Not terrible. Not too bad. There we go. Blades key 1. It was a 90% chance to steal, so if I failed that, I would have felt really bad. I would have been very embarrassed. Oh, I have I have to have all 4 keys to open it. I thought I was gonna put in, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just as I got them. Alright. I don't think the order actually matters for this, by the way. Because of that, so I'm just gonna go on in, kind of in the order they're presented. What if you sat somewhere else? Because that's actually really inconvenient. I do have 1 enduring invisibility potion. I'm just gonna wait for a second. I can't wait because they're nearby. I just wonder if he'll get up and wait somewhere else, because that's really the worst place he could have picked. I'm gonna try my enduring invisibility, because for all I know, he's not actually the one I need to steal from. So let me see if there's anything else in here. Nope, that is the whole room. Okay. Ooh, he's on the move. He's on the move. Are you gonna sit somewhere that's not as terrible? If you sit right there, I swear. No, okay. Well, let me just get up behind you. And off I go. That worked out. Well, it was my only invisibility potion, so maybe I shouldn't have used it yet, but that's that. Fortunately, they have a little bit of a patrol route. Like, it'd be more of an issue if they were static. It'd be much more of a problem if they just didn't move at all. I saw the hay bales and immediately my first thought was, oh, I'll just hide in the hay bales. Like this was Assassin's Creed. I just need you to not move. Yeah, you stay right there. So slightly out of order with the keys because that was number 4, so Captain Stefan's will be number 3. I was really hoping for... Every time I open anything, I'm just like, is that going to be another journal? And when it's not, I disappoint myself. It's my own fault in the end, and I know it. And last but not least, Captain Stefan's rooms. Where, oh, where are they? I think they have the high ground. Oh, here we go. Another potion of invisibility. Goody, goody. I like how many books are here. Not seen any skill books, but still just kind of cool that we have so many because you had to place all of them yourself. Okay, good. See, and they did say, ooh, gotta go. They said no killing would be necessary. I just want to try and get back up there real quick because I'm being greedy and I saw a Daedric bow right before I dropped down, so I'm tempting fate right now and I know it, but I just want to be a thief. I just want to steal what I can. Did they leave? Do they despawn after I steal stuff? Wait. Oh, no. So they're right over there, and I didn't see them because they were behind the column. Alright. Well, they didn't see me, so that's all that matters then. Well, I got your damn keys. It probably would have taken some extra work just because it would require doing like a new model for it, but it would be really cool if you could see all 4 keys in the locks. That's just me. That's just me trying to give mod authors more work as usual. And what do we have here? Here rests Captain Renault. She sacrificed her life to protect the Emperor Uriel Septim, the 27th day of Last Seed, Year 433 of the Third Era. Here rests Glenroy. He has sacrificed his life to protect the Emperor Uriel Septim VII, 27th day of last seed, year 433 of the Third Era. And I gotta open this. Is there gonna be like a pull switch? Maybe another like raised stone somewhere? Okay, there we go. There's a pull bar on the ceiling, that's what it was. To the Imperial City Prison. I'm getting the real... Oh! Oh, alright, never mind. I'm getting flashed, apparently. I was gonna say I'm getting the full Oblivion experience, like, I get to go back to where it all started. Now, prisoner, whatever you do, don't follow them. I'm just waiting for the Emperor. There he is. I like that he's just humming. He knows he's gonna die, but you know, he's got a song in his heart and a little pep in his step. And he did not hesitate at all. Well, good for you. Oh, and it is sealed. Oh, what just happened? Oh, there's a prisoner fighting. I thought it was me at first. I thought that was me who was getting their ass beat. No. No.
That's all you got?
Because in the modern day... Oh, shit. Alright. In the modern day, it's been renovated and now the Thalmor are in charge. No, keep going the other way. I didn't know you were right there. Shh, just leave. There you go.
I heard something.
No. You did not hear anything. I'm just gonna wait for him to finish his loop, because if I step out right now, he's absolutely
Just a scratch.
gonna catch me. There he goes. That's right, you just keep going. I said keep going, please. Please, don't just stand there. Yeah, I gotta find my way out of here, which I'm just gonna keep my quick light on because I just need it in order to see. Ancient Vision, and there he is, good old Valendreth. Kyle's Journal, Volume 3. Poor Valendreth, oh poor Valendreth, what a pitiful death you had, killed by the Champion's hand. My dear friend, you need to be aware that the Champion was a member of many other guilds, including the Assassin's Guild, otherwise known as the Dark Brotherhood. The Black Sacrament was cast against the poor Valen just the day before his release from prison. What an adverse fate. When he killed Valendreth, the Champion has been just another member of the guild, but after, he became a listener of the Night Mother's deadly whispers. Poor Valen. Nobody claimed your corpse, neither even your bones. They rest in this rotting cell, which is now their tomb. Poor Valen. Let's stop saying poor Valen. He kinda sucked. Without an engraving to remember you by, without flowers from friends, relatives, or from a long-lost lover. Just nothing. Not even a place in Oblivion revealed what fate had in store for you. Oh, incidentally, did you know this is the place where it all started? Yes, the Champion's journey began here. At the prison of the Imperial City. Here, Uriel Septim himself made contact with the Champion, a mere common prisoner, held in this very cell. Well, the one across. But Uriel Septim had noticed that this humble prisoner was a gift from fate, the tool to save the Empire and to restore order and peace. Go on, Dragonborn, escape from this prison. Follow the same footsteps of the Champion, of the Emperor, and of his blade bodyguards. Just the same path with a minor variation. Oh, I can bury him. Well, I mean, he didn't really deserve it, but
Enough!
sure,
This ends now!
why not? Alright, Thalmor Soldier. Oh no, and there's a second one? What if I just... Yeah. I was gonna say, he's just not gonna notice me, is he? Can you not betray me? Okay, and... Welp, that's Skyrim enemy detection for you. That is indeed Skyrim NPCs for you right there. Now, I've been told that I'm a thief and that thieves don't just kill, but...
I know I heard something.
Are you telling me that I shouldn't kill the torturer right there? It's more so that I've just been waiting for an opening. Because of these two guards just patrolling.
That the best you can do?
There we go.
Huh? Over here!
Oh, and alright, go figure. Well, you know what? They didn't say I had to be stealthy in this section. They didn't say that I had to be sneaky right here. If anything, this fits into my golden rule. Always kill Thalmor. Shh, shh, shh. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Well, now that I've brutally murdered everyone, which is not very thiefy of me, let's go ahead and actually use the spell that I'm supposed to. You know, let's finally do that. And... there we go. I also didn't realize it was a charge spell. In my mind, for whatever reason, at first I thought that I was holding it the same way that, you know, you'd hold Clairvoyance. Oh, is that? Oh, there it is, okay. Does this have no use? Yeah, cost is 0, but it's also, you know... it's a spell that only works in this section. Or it might be used a little bit later on as well, but... it essentially has no purpose outside of the mod. Which I'm not opposed to. I like new utility things kind of like that. I think it's fun. I think it's good. I would not be opposed to it having a cost, though, even if it was just really low. Even if it was like 5 or 10 magicka, the same way that, you know, Arniel's Convector has the lowest magicka cost ever.